Almost every kid goes through that phase where they're afraid of those imaginary monsters under the bed or in the closet. What if the monster, though, is actually hanging on the wall?
Whit Johnson is here with the story of a man who's making that very thing happen. Whit, good morning.
Charlie, good morning to you. Well, Dave DeVries paints monsters, lots of creepy, crawly monsters, and he does it by tapping into his inner child and the creativity of children.
You could call Dave DeVries the Pied Piper of paint.
Wait!
Because when he puts on a clinic, kids go crazy. And it's not just that he's produced some of the world's most famous superheroes for Marvel and DC Comics.
This is Sloane's drawing.
It's because he makes children's art come alive.
Sloane is going to sign it at the end.
So you're basically taking a child's idea and you're just kind of hopping into their mind for a second and then transforming it into something else.
Their minds are so much different than ours. They don't have kind of the critical judgment that we do. Like, we'll sit down and start doing a project and be like, oh, that's not going to work, that's not going to work. They just do it. And there's something really powerful about that.
He calls his project the Monster Engine, and the concept is simple. A kid draws a monster. DeVries takes that drawing and paints it with ghoulish realism. The results? Stunning. The idea first came to him by accident when he brought his sketchbook on a family beach vacation.
When I came out of the ocean, I saw my 6-year-old niece, Jessica, drawing in the sketchbook. And you got to understand about kids, they don't draw, they carve.
Of course.
And and I was just like, no. And that's where the idea started.
That was 14 years ago. And since then, the Monster Engine has become a book, a website, a growing collection of drawings and paintings.
What is it about these drawings that fascinates people?
People tell me that it's about going back to their childhood. They're looking at something that they used to do, and they're seeing it the way that an adult illustrator could render it. And it's a connection between those two worlds, adult and child.
You're into the weird and dark just a little bit.
From the time I was a little kid, yep. I like things that are odd, things that are weird, things that are, really absurd. And I've always been like that.
Up here, there's a lot of stuff like this is...
As you might expect, DeVries' studio is an homage to childhood with toys and comic characters all around. Something his wife, Michelle, an interior designer, takes in stride.
This is so not strange to me that I sometimes forget, like average people, this would be really weird, but I'm like comforted by it. I don't have a problem with it. I actually like it.
But not everyone likes the Monster Engine. Some critics say it sends a terrible message to kids, that their work alone isn't good enough.
What I found is the complete opposite. The drawings themselves are the basis for the painting, and they realize that. The kids know that I couldn't do the painting without their drawing, so they're an important part of the process.
You can pick any color you want.
He believes he's inspiring children.
One kid walked up to me and he goes, I wish you were my father.
As proof, he showed me the pile of thank you letters and monster drawings he received after visiting a school in March. The kids inspire him too, and help him to continue to see the world through young eyes.
You can't erase being an adult. You just can't. And I think that there is something lost when you get to, say, about 12, 13 years old, that perception. It's really hard. I think I've worked hard to try and maintain it, but you'll never be a kid. You'll never see it like that again.
Okay, gang, here's my question. My question is, so what is it about, what would a child psychologist say about what it is that makes kids so fascinated by this? What's the appeal?
Well, I mean,
in their mind.
Well, just take a look at their minds, their imagination. I mean, every child thinks they've seen a monster in the closet or under the bed or something like that. So, I mean, their imagination runs wild, and these paintings, he's really just kind of building on that. But I have a surprise, so I'm going to change the subject just for a second.
I'm going to say that's my son's name on that picture.
Your son, Weston, he did that, and in fact, our man Dave...
You're kidding!
...put this together for you. So your son Weston, 5 years old, right?
Oh my gosh, and I was just saying, he's really getting the stage where he's imagining monsters.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh wait, you're so great.
No, you can't thank me. You can't thank me. This was actually our producer, Andy Burles, a conspiracy with your husband, Dave.
Oh, you guys are
and the artist
sneaky.
Dave together. And I don't know how much Weston actually knew what was going on, but
Nice
look, he's got something to hang on his
surprise.
wall
Wow.
in the bedroom. So,
I love
There
this
you go.
guy.
Yeah.
This will be in your house soon.
Love him.
Thank you for
I don't want to wake up to it, though.
Your local news is next. We'll see you
nice.
tomorrow on
Weston will love
CBS
it.
This Morning.